Thank y'all for tuning in tonight for another segment of the Entourage Hour here on WLBS Radio. Each and every Friday, 9 to 10 p.m. As always, we want to thank all of our listeners for tuning in each and every week, international and here home in DMV. And tonight we just got some really special guests in the building that we want to go ahead and get into an interview with. But before we do that, I just want to apologize to everybody if I sound a little under the weather. I just had a little sinus infection that crept up on me this week, so my voice is not on par tonight, but we're going to still hold it down. First lady in the building. So, without further ado, I want to reintroduce, we got the CEO of Entourage Entertainment in the house with us tonight, Mr. Kendall Hicks, aka Pix. What's going on, Pix?
How y'all doing tonight, everybody?
How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good tonight. You know, it's Friday. We in the DMV. You know, we got some big things happening. Everybody excited, you know, and we're glad to have our president in the building and everything like that.
Don't let the cat out the bag and shit.
I have independent artists. I've watched them grow and get it out the mud. I've been in the trenches with them, so it's easy for me to come in and look at it from a totally different aspect. Because I'm not looking at it as just a distribution company. I'm like, what can we do?
Exactly.
What is it that we can do to make a difference?
A lot of artists, when you're looking for a distribution company, you should look for a company that's gonna want to, you know, have your back and want to groom you into being a better artist, being a brand, you know, and who's going to look out for you?
It's basically,
you know?
it's beneficial for you and for them
as a number,
at the end of the day.
You know?
And I'm touchable.
Exactly.
I'm accessible at all times. I'm the president of a company, but I'm never untouchable. And that's what's different. When you call the other companies, and I'm not going to call any names because I don't, you know, that's not what it's about. It's not about demeaning any other company, but it's just what I believe in. It's what my passion is and my vision for what independent artists are about. So you have to be accessible. You can't just let them hear automated service all the time. My executives are always accessible. Always. It doesn't matter if you're the president or if you're a talent scout. It doesn't matter if you're a DJ or an event director. It does not matter. There's always someone that can touch you, that can help you, and if they don't have the answers, which I try to make sure that everybody has the answers, but if they don't have the answers, they're not going to throw you off. They're going to give you that answer. I'm sorry, I don't have that answer right now, but I will get you that answer. I'll get you in touch with that person.
I just had a conversation like that with somebody else. I said, you know, the one thing I love is that, you know, when I talk to other people and, you know, people ask me questions, I'm like, you know what, if I have the answer, I'll gladly share it. I said, but if I don't, I will find somebody that can for you.
Exactly.
You know, so I think that's awesome.
That's more respectable because, you know, a lot of people don't want to, you know, you say the fast thing. The easy thing to say is give you just any answer. But then what credibility does that give you?
None.
You know, at the end of the day, all we have is our word.
Exactly.
And if your word doesn't stand for anything, then what do we have?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being ignorant of a subject. What's wrong is being stupid, pretend like you know what you're talking about when you don't. That's what's dumb.
Well, one thing I love about the IMF staff, just, you know, from the ones that I've met, you know, recently, just the level of help and communication is amazing. And we have another member over here who's off camera. You need to scoot on in.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. They want me to be visible.
There we go.
They want me to be visible. What up, y'all? What up? Y'all done seen me a million times before. Red Clay in the building. Just making it look easy. IMF. What is it? Business affairs in the building. You know what I'm saying? We here to help y'all.
Exactly.
Point blank.
Well, we appreciate it, and like I said, at the end of the day, you know, just dealing with the people that I've talked to personally, you know, anytime I call or I text or whatever, you know, they get right back to me, and if they don't get right back, they'll be like, hey, I'll call you right back in a minute. I'm handling, like when I talk to Dale, he'll be like, hey, look, I got a conference call right now, give me an hour, and I'm gonna hit you right back, you know what I mean? So
and one thing
that is very important.
His office hours is 24 hours.
Not 9 to 5 like Big Red off the 5 Harveys.
Well, you know, the music industry is a 24-hour day thing. It doesn't end. The music doesn't stop. The grind doesn't stop. Right.
Because you tired.
Red Clay can tell you, I might be on calls with them at 2 and 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm still off the phone with them, and I'm still grinding. I'm researching. I'm looking. I'm processing paperwork, or you know, answering emails, answering phone calls. So it just doesn't stop. I mean, music doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't.
Does the radio stop?
No.
Not at all.
The studios don't close unless they want to close, and artists hunger
Exactly.
is 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's a very important thing. So would you say for artists that are looking for distribution, the artists that gravitate towards you are artists that are definitely willing to work and that are hungry?
They are. And not only just that, but they're artists that are looking for direction and honest direction.
Yes.
I tell any artist, your dream is your dream. My job is to see your vision.
Yes.
And if I can see your vision, then together we can achieve that vision.
I hope y'all listening to this. I hope y'all taking notes. Y'all need to be taking notes. All right.
And that's what's important, you know, because at the end of the day, you know what it is that you desire.
Yeah.
And if you can articulate that and let me understand it and be a part of it with you, if you let me in, I'm going to be honest with you, but you have to be willing to accept that constructive criticism.
Got to.
Because if it's not master, writer, engineered, right, I'm going to say, guess what?
Exactly.
Learn that, right?
Look, I love you as an artist, but this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
Or if you bring me a project and I say, hey, your project's great, let's look at the other things that you're missing. So we not only become, we provide services as well. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna tell you the things that you're missing. If your online presence is not there, you know, you have to do something to build that. Let's see what you're missing. And so we build you in the total realm of it all. And we don't just give you something and leave you sitting there and you're going, what's next?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, you're never gonna be left with saying what's next. And if you do,
the fault is on you.
Because listen, from the beginning when we bring you in, we explain to you there's a plan. It's a process. Let's see what you're missing. Let's see what you need, and then we're gonna figure it out together.
Now here's a
and then we're
question.
gonna show you how to accomplish it.
Kendall, didn't we have this conversation like 3 days ago?
Not
The same conversation she just said?
Yeah.
I just do it better, right?
It's looking pretty.
But it's just crazy that you bring that up because we had this conversation about what they're going through.
And
And
I mean,
like,
we done had this conversation to 3 days ago. I mean, to even over a year ago about work ethic and people having a dream, but not really having a concrete foundation to get to that dream. You know, a dream is just an entity that exists in the air. You know what I'm saying? But without concrete foundation and work and congruency, doesn't mean anything.
And a plan.
And a plan.
You gotta have a plan.
You gotta have a plan. Yes.
but you better execute it.
And you know the part about execution is making sure that when you build yourself a plan that you set attainable goals.
Yes.
Because
Attainable goals.
what happens
Very
so many
important.
times to artists is you set goals for yourself that are, we all want to be a superstar.
Everybody.
And we want to be a superstar tomorrow.
Right.
But is that attainable?
Right. You might have to just be a star.
Not right now.
So the thing is, we build a plan, and we make sure that those goals are attainable. And each goal that you attain, you have become successful and more successful, and even closer to the bigger picture. And so that's the whole thing. We want to make sure that you have a plan. Follow that plan. Don't get so excited to say you got 20 things on this plan, and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna start with 1, but then I'm gonna move to 15. Then I'm gonna go back to no. You have a plan for a reason. Right. And it might not. And the other thing that I want to say to artists is this: don't be discouraged. Yes, music costs money.
It does.
It does.
A lot.
There's no way around it,
of
and it
money.
costs exactly, Kendall, lots of money.
And lots of sacrifice.
What happens is you have to understand that it's a process, and within that process, I tell anybody at IMF Distribution, yes, we ask you, do you have a budget?
Yeah.
But don't get afraid when I say that word.
Yeah.
Because any budget is a budget.
Yeah.
If you only have $100 a month,
Yeah.
you have a budget.
That's your budget.
If I tell any
That's your
artist,
budget.
don't put yourself in a place where you're homeless, you're hungry, and you can't do anything but live off your music. It's gonna feed you eventually.
Eventually.
If you do it the right way.
Exactly.
But let's take the time and do it the right way. So after you pay your bills
Yeah.
and you're good, what do you have left every month?
Yeah.
Or every 2 weeks, or however your pay works for you. And then let's say, okay, well, you have $100 a month. Well, guess what? That's fine.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do with that $100 a month, because this is what you need to do first.
Right.
And then we're going to build that plan, and we're going to work it one step at a time. And it doesn't matter if it takes you 6 months to accomplish something that you might have want to accomplish in a month, because you're working towards that goal.
And if you're smart, you can make that $100 work.
Exactly.
Maybe you spend $25 at buying CDs. Maybe
That's
10
where
of it goes to
discipline
your,
comes in.
Hustle.
your iTunes.
Hustle.
You know what I'm saying?
hustle is
Maybe
real.
another $15 goes to your business cards. There's
Right.
all kind of things you can do.
Network.
Yes. Network.
Go to
back
events.
the
Don't
t-shirts.
ever be so
But
big.
you know what
Draw
we
on
do?
it.
We just get an ounce and just smoke.
Or buy J's.
You know what I'm saying?
For 8 hours,
They
buy
fly
some
as
J's.
hell.
Yeah.
Fly as hell.
And then you
Yeah.
say,
Business.
that's too expensive. Well, then you just go buy them $200 J's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That $200 you could have
Too
put in your
expensive,
music,
though.
so it's called prioritizing.
Exactly.
Prioritizing.
A lot of artists lack priority.
Exactly.
Like-
And you'll find an artist that will not succeed.
And I had this conversation with my artist one time. I said, this is what the role of the management came along. Because some person came along and said, you're very talented, but you ain't organized. I'm
You ain't
going to
got it all
organize you,
together.
but I'm going to charge you. I'm going to pay you. That's simple. Because the artist's brain works to the left. It doesn't work to the right.
Right.
Some of them are centered and some of them are right, but most of them work to the left, which means they're off in la-la land. And somebody needs to organize them.
Right.
And y'all who listening.
And the thing about management is it's important.
That's
Yeah.
Once you
It
get
is
to a
important.
certain level, especially, and I'll say every artist is not ready for management. Don't get confused and say, "Oh, I got a manager, so I'm doing it."
Yeah.
If a manager can only do for you what you give them to work with.
Exactly.
Don't think because you have a manager.
Say it again.
Hello.
I'm not a miracle worker. I'm not gonna sell you a dream. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to your dream, but I'm gonna say, okay, well, let's come back down to reality.
Okay,
Let's see
now.
what we got.
Right.
Let's work it.
Yeah.
But if you don't give me anything to work with,
Yeah.
what you want me to do?
I had a guy.
I'm gonna sit right here like this. I'm waiting on you.
We had a party the other day for one of the artists, and you know everybody they're all in our ear and everything, and I got people like, "Oh, my music is hot. It's this, it's that, it strikes." I said, "Well, that sounds good, but I said it's up to these companies and to the people to say that your music is striking, it's hot. It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah.
It matters at first, but still, at the
Go
end
back
of the
to the
day,
people.
Exactly.
the people and companies gonna make the money and pay you. so.
And they have to matter.
Yep.
Because
It
your
has to matter.
fans,
It has to be
you're not
good.
buying your music.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you gotta have good music.
Yes.
You know,
Quality.
Quality music, yeah. I mean, a business plan is good, but the music still has to sell.
Gotta
Because
start from
let's
there.
face reality now. Every artist that you hear on mainstream radio,
They were little.
they're not the best artists out there
No.
either, though. And I've heard some things, and I
Yeah.
go, that made it mainstream. What did he just?
But I mean, in the early '90s, remember how
Did he just say something about some peanut butter and honey sandwiches? And that's hot.
You know?
I mean, let's be real. So, but you guess what? They had a marketing plan.
Yep.
That was very well put together. They had a hustle
Yep.
that was very noticeable.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, you don't have to be the best
Yeah.
to make that money.
Nope.
Yeah.
You have to be organized. You have to be professional.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
tell
have
artists
to be
all the time?
humble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
And
tell
put it
them all the
together.
time? If Soulja Boy can make it,
Yeah.
you
I
can.
was just over here thinking, hold on,
Real
I
talk.
was just
Real
literally
talk.
thinking
Yeah.
that.
Because at the end of the day,
Internet.
it was not about his music.
No.
It was
Exposure.
about his marketing
Right.
plan.
Marketing.
He took and he made it use some code words,
Yeah.
and plug words to decipher it to deceive
Yeah.
you. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it achieved the
Yeah.
goal.
And guess what he had? He done transitioned to reality.
And guess
star
what he
now.
did? He was just
Hollywood
trying to
hip-hop.
sell the glasses.
That's
it
it.
wasn't even about the track.
Right.
Exactly.
So guess what? He
Right.
sold more glasses
He
than
did.
the music.
He did.
So now he living off glasses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you have to, and at the
Use
end
one
of the
good idea to work.
and he became an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the
Just like
day,
that.
what artists need to understand is don't just make the music and make the money and blow it.
Yeah.
Invest it in
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Because when the music is over, what do you have?
Yeah.
When your 15 minutes of fame is done.
Yeah.
When it goes back to what
Exactly.
you're saying, like look at yourself as a brand. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Find a way, keep transitioning yourself and keep
Sponsorships,
transitioning.
endorsements,
Sponsorships, yeah.
and
Maybe I started out with
clothing
music,
lines
but
and-
guess
yes.
what? Maybe I want to do TV too. Maybe I want to do acting. Maybe I want a product.
Mm-hmm.
Have
It's
you know
the
more than
brand.
one dream, but you know there's a start. At like I tell you, this is our start, but I look way past
That's
music.
it.
Right.
This is just a start.
If you think music is the end of it all, then you
You're
shut
small.
yourself in the
Yes.
door. You know what I
You
mean?
put
You
yourself in a
shut
box.
You literally
Bring the
shot
shut off.
yourself in the foot because at the end of the day, something else is going to come to you
Yeah,
because
exactly.
of music. Are you going to take advantage of it?
Yeah.
Or are you going
Nah.
to say, nah, because that's new, I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about that.
I had a friend tell me, he said he likes to do comedy and he likes to rap. He said, well, I can't do both. I said, why?
Why? Yes, you can.
Why you
Jamie
can't do
Foxx
both?
did it.
You can do anything you
That's
want
the
to
real
do.
first name I mentioned. I said, why? Who said you can't do both? why is in your head that you can't do both?
Mm-hmm.
Can't answer.
Yep.
Because they put themselves in a box.
Yeah.
And you know, it's sad, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it is education.
Yeah.
And artists, please, I beg of you, know your business. Because I don't care if you have a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tell my artists, don't just take my word for it.
Yes.
I want you to know that when I
Yes.
tell you something, you can count on my word. When I tell you something, go look it up. And if you don't Google something, let me tell you, Google can tell you how to change the color of your skin.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you mentioned that.
If you don't Google something, I mean, it'll tell you how to change your kitchen sink. It'll tell you how to build your house.
Yeah.
Yep.
This
If
is what the
there's
internet took away.
anything, yes.
There's no reason to say I don't know anymore.
Exactly.
There's no more excuse to
can't
say
do it.
I don't know when you got
Inexcusable.
computers sitting in your hand.
Go right to that
Yes.
thing that's
We live in
on
the
your
information
phone
age
that
now.
says Google with a microphone on it and type in whatever you want.
And if you can't spell it, you can speak it now.
That's right. That's right.
You say
Technology.
anything and something's gonna come up.
Exactly.
Something's gonna come up.
It's very
There's
important.
just like endless information in it.
And it's very important because you have to educate yourself.
Have to.
Because if you don't educate yourself, there's always vultures out there. There's so many. Let me tell you, the music industry is one of the most cutthroat industries you will ever see in your life. There's no love.
No room for
And
No new friends.
No new friends.
No excuses.
And if you're looking,
No excuses.
there's no such things as loyal entourages. And the one you better do this thing on your own because when you start thinking that your entourages are carrying you, when you start making some money, they want to know where theirs is.
Yeah.
And you're the one who struggled. You're the one who exactly. So please educate yourself. And one of my biggest pet peeves, and I don't know if this is anybody else, maybe I'm just anal about it. Young men and ladies, learn how to speak.
Yes.
It is so embarrassing
Enunciation.
to see you and it's sad, but do you know there's more independent artists that I see that actually can do an amazing interview than the superstars? And it's true.
Yeah.
You go and all you hear
that's not even
let me think.
we actually done mock-up interviews like with our artists. Like we're gonna practice doing interviews.
It's important because the way you are perceived to the world, if you present yourself as ignorant,
You're gonna be ignorant.
and we're like, his music might be good,
But he a dumbass.
that's a dumb.
And then you find yourself the butt of all the memes on social media. So
Yes.
The little caption, you like, oh man, you know what I'm saying?
And one thing,
prime example, I mean, Redman is a great artist, but he sucks at interviews.
and there's just a lot of the artists that do. But the one thing that you have to have is thick skin. You can't, and as a woman, and I'm sure you experience this, and it's not, and I hate to make things about a woman and a man thing, but it's
realistic.
in music industry.
It exists.
A woman has to work 10 times harder, and you have to demand your respect. You have to carry yourself that way, and you have to earn it.
Yes.
Because if you let it be handed to you, you get no respect. No respect.
Valid points here.
So that's
calm him down over here, y'all.
And so it's very important.
Everything that I've already said.
And I know I can ramble. I tell you, I have a passion for this. I could ramble forever, and you'd be like, "Well, could she just be quiet?" But I'm telling you some real things, and Red Clay can tell you at any event that I go to, I take time to get the mic and I educate.
Talk to the artists.
Because it's important to me. Because, coming in as a manager, I promise you, being a woman and being new 6-7 years ago, I got scammed. I lost a whole lot of money. And I'm going to be honest. But it's okay because I learned.
Exactly.
And what I had to do was step back. And I'm not ashamed to say I stepped back and took 6 months off. And I said, let's take a break. And I read everything that was available to me. I Googled anything that anybody told me. And now you look at me now. I have my own management company, and I'm the president of a major distribution company, and I'm a woman.
Hey, hello, ladies first, ladies first.
first. And I pride myself in that because I eat, sleep, and breathe this. And I hear artists say that. And I tell any of my executives in our company, because we're a team, we're a family, and I don't ask them to do anything that I haven't already done. And that I can't still do.
That's right.
She still writes deals, and she's the president. She still signs artists.
I take artist phone calls.
That's taking pride in your work.
Yes, because you will always be able to say, and I want people to understand, you will always hear negativity.
Always.
Anytime you're moving in a positive direction, there will always be something negative out there trying to break you down. But as long as you keep it real, you're 100 at all times.
Yes.
You keep it moving and you don't entertain it. And this is one thing they can tell you at IMF Distribution. I don't care who comes for us.
It's all bullshit.
They can come for us. But I treat this company like I do my family. Don't come for me unless I send for you. But one thing I'm gonna do is I'm always gonna keep it professional. I tell them don't entertain it. You don't have to. What makes you look good and what makes you real is when it doesn't phase you.
Exactly.
When you can just
and that pisses people off actually.
Yes.
Because I've had that happen to me all the time. So.
And I just tell them
when people try to get a rise out of me, and I'm just like, hey.
Because at the end of the day, if a person or a company or any entity has the time to invest themselves in nothing but demeaning another company or another individual, then what do you have going on for yourself?
It's taking time away from you.
Because I will be honest with you, I don't have time.
Exactly. I'm too busy working for my own.
Exactly. And if you allow yourself to be affected by that negative energy, negative things begin to happen. You can fight around me all day long, say what you want to say, but I'm blessed and highly favored.
Amen.
This company is going in an amazing direction, and as long as I can have artists continue to come and say thank you,
yes,
and know that you have helped someone along the way, then you can say whatever you want to say. But I know that I've done what I was here to do.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about for me.
And that's just awesome being placed in position to meet people of kindred spirits in a sense, because it's like everything you said is things that I've thought, things that we've discussed, within our own company and things. And I do not allow my gender to hinder me at all.
Exactly.
At all,
you can.
It's like I keep it moving. Everyone that knows me knows First Lady's about the business. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if I'm female, whatever. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm me.
And that's me. They can tell you I'm a pit bull.
Exactly.
I'm a pit bull.
She'll call you in a minute. Clay, what you do now? You know you were supposed to. Oh, yeah,
Don't make me have to get you on this phone again.
And it's funny because that's just the way we are family.
Exactly.
And the thing is with IMF is everybody that's involved with IMF has been in the game for a while. You know what I'm saying? Especially all the execs. So we all feel the same way when it comes to artists. Kendall, you know how I feel, man. Like, man, if you bullshit and get out my face, that's just real. Come on, because I'm doing this for real.
Right.
So if you're not doing it for real,
not ready to do no work.
why are we gonna work together?
Don't sell it to me.
So she feels the same way. I feel the same way. All the other execs is like, look, if you gonna do it for real, we gonna help you.
Exactly.
If you gonna play with it, go over there and play with it with all them other people who playing with it.
Because
we're not.
Exactly.
Because we invest a lot of time. A lot of time, a lot of sleepless hours. A lot of aggravating days. I mean, this is not a pretty industry.
And like you guys, we still work, 9 to 5s doing this. And I work 16-hour days and I do this. She work 12, 13-hour days and she do this. My other partner 8, 10-hour days and he does this too.
But it's for the love.
Exactly.
It's the love of it.
If I did not love what I'm doing, I would not be killing myself.
The thing is you gotta go through that to get to where you want to be.
To be more appreciative.
Because it's a weed out process. Nobody realized that they're in the middle of it. But there is a weed out process because the game ain't made for everybody.
Exactly.
If there was a crabs in a barrel.
Well, if there was a direct
out of that barrel.
but if there was a direct path to be a superstar,
everybody be doing it.
Everybody be doing it.
There'd be 100 million superstars.
Nobody want to work a 9 to 5 regular job. Everybody would just
all I gotta do is go holler at such and such and just get me the superstar. superstar.
I mean, I was watching the movie Entourage last night. I was like, I want that life. yeah, but it shows the ups and the downs of the life and the hard work you got to put in, the pressure and stuff that goes on behind the scenes that people don't know.
The disappointments.
The disappointments.
And carry yourself the way you
the
want to
risk,
be respected.
You know, exactly. The gambles and risk with this. Yeah.
If you want to be a star, act like one.
Yeah.
And acting like a star does not mean being sedity and you can't talk to people.
Exactly.
Or I have an artist, for instance, Phoenix. She's one of our featured artists at IMF as well. And she throws people a lot because we'll go to a big venue and she'll be out buying. She'll buy a couple ladies or guys a drink, put it on the table, enjoy it. She'll go out and mingle, and then she'll disappear for a little while. And when it's time to perform and they call her name and they see her on the stage, everybody freaks out. You're an artist?
Right.
Yeah, but I'm just like you.
Exactly.
This is my job. This is what I do. But you came and talked. Yeah,
exactly.
Because I'm just like you. You have your dreams and aspirations. You have your job.
Right.
This is who I am. And I love my fans. I love what I do.
It's like paying it forward first.
Exactly, and you have to pave the way. How can you want somebody to follow you and you can't lead?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Or you can't even hold a simple conversation with somebody, you know,
exactly.
you want them to buy your album.
Exactly.
You're
too good to speak and say hello.
You can't spend 5 minutes talking to
What
me.
your outfit is.
So humbleness.
Who you are as an artist.
Humbleness.
You know?
Humbleness.
Once again, every artist look better with a management team behind them.
Yes. Industry does not take you seriously once you get to a certain level.
They won't.
If you're trying to represent yourself. A lot of them will not even speak to you.
No.
They will tell you to find a lawyer
about
or
your
counsel.
You know what I'm saying? Your dream, you can do your dream by yourself. Your dream ain't big enough.
Yes, that's right.
Simple as that.
Because at the end of the day, when you get to a certain part, an artist should be able to be an artist.
Yeah.
And the business should not even be in your head.
Exactly.
And that's what it should be. When you get to that level,
to creation.
Right, you don't have time anymore.
Yeah.
When you've taken yourself to that place, you don't have time for the business.
Yeah.
You don't have time for the phone calls.
Yeah.
And it's not professional.
I had this conversation with somebody earlier today too.
You do your job. Your job is to be an artist.
Let me do my job.
Let me do my job. Because together as a team, if you've done your job and you're the best at what you're doing, and I'm giving you 100% of me, then we're an unstoppable team.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what services does IMF actually provide other than just artist distribution? Because I saw, I had looked online and I had seen about DJs and things like that. So what other services do you guys provide?
IMF is a full-scale company. Yes, we're a distribution company. We understand that. We are a distributor, first and foremost. But any service that an artist needs, IMF has it.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean that once you get distribution, all of a sudden all of your services are free. It still costs. But what we do is we supply all of those services that you need. We have contracted ventures with other companies so that you don't have to go search for it. Because usually when you have distribution, it's still your responsibility to go out there and the expense is horrendous. But when you have a company that's a machine, and this is what artists need to understand what a real machine is. When you have a company like IMF who promotes everything we do. We have venues and we have artists. Any artist who is an IMF artist, if we're throwing an event, and it's in your reach, all you have to do is pick up the phone and say, hey, you got an event and such, can I come out? You got a free promo run. If you can run every event we have, and we don't charge you for that, you're an IMF artist.
Exactly.
That's another city for you.
Wow.
Most artists have to pay for their promo tours.
Exactly.
You have to set those up, but if you become a part of IMF and you pay attention to what's going on and you stay in touch like you're supposed to, and we have a line of communication. Wherever we are, you can be there too. And it doesn't. You don't have to be performing. You can just say, "Hey, I'm coming." Guess what? You're our special guest. Make sure you have your promo items.
That's right.
Make sure you have your CDs, your T-shirts, whatever you have, and you come and you network. Network. Network.
That's the key. That is the key. That's the key.
You know what? You don't meet nobody on the stage jumping around.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta work that crowd.
Yeah, but a lot of artists think that they don't leave a house unless I'm getting on the stage.
Coming in there.
And it's not always about the money.
Outside the doors, you know, it's all kind of avenues to keep working and keep grabbing people and engaging. And engaging is the number one thing.
And I'm sure you know that most artists won't go anywhere if they're not getting paid. But ask yourself, why am I going to pay you if I don't know who you are?
Exactly.
How do I know you're gonna bring a crowd? Are you gonna? I run a business.
Exactly.
If nobody knows you, they're not gonna pay my bills for me to be there.
You're an asset.
So you have to be humble enough to know that once you go somewhere and professionally present yourself to people, and that's professionalism, and you go out there and they see your hunger, they see your ability to move people, and that you really want this, they're gonna bring you back.
Exactly.
They're gonna want you on another show. And guess what? You might get paid $250, $500, $750. You have to build yourself. And that's all about branding, baby.
But nobody wants that $50 show.
Right.
That ain't no money.
Right.
Oh, you want the $50,000 show?
Mm-hmm.
But who you?
Exactly.
What's your name?
What have you done?
I'm the baddest one on my block. Wait, we're just talking about
which
that.
block?
There's a lot of blocks out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's 42, 43, 44. I mean, which one are you
I
on?
know your reputation in the street.
And then who in California knows what block that is? Nobody.
And that block can be small.
Yes.
That's the thing. If you wanna get to the next level.
It's a small world when things circle.
As an artist, you gotta literally take the time and invest in yourself. I hear a lot of artists always talking about, man, I need an investor for what I'm trying to do. And let's just be realistic. You've been rapping or doing whatever type of entertainment for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Realistically, how much money did you put into this? So let's say you've been recording for 2 years straight. You got your first mixtape, put in 10 racks. But you trying to get $1 million from an investor.
Yeah.
You put in 10 racks, but I'm supposed to put up $1 million on your stuff?
And you ain't got a following.
Now here's my question. How am I going to recoup my money?
Hello.
Exactly.
You only put up 10 racks.
Yeah.
You want 1,000 times that. I don't think that's a good investment.
Yeah.
The key to it is you have to invest in yourself for anyone else to want to invest in you. And if you're not willing to invest in yourself, if investing in yourself is choosing between a pair of J's and a $200 session or mixing and mastering or a video, if those shoes are more important, then you're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because guess what? At the end of the day, when you wear those soles off those shoes, or they get a speck of dirt on them, and you throw them in the closet because it's not cool to wear them anymore.
I was gonna say when the next season comes out.
What do you have left?
Sitting in the closet.
Some J's in the closet.
Can you go press that old pair of shoes up and sell your copies for $5 or $10?
No.
Can you go take those old shoes to an event and give them to somebody? They're gonna look at you like,
These are 2 years old.
that's a ball. They bringing some shoes up in here.
Crazy.
So you have to remember that if you're not willing to invest in yourself, no one else will either.
With that being said, I just want to thank you, Miss True Vision, for coming out with us tonight on the Entourage Hour. I want to thank you, Dale, as always, for coming on out and sharing your wealth of knowledge.
I
try to tell people every week.
that hour flew.
I try to tell people every week. I was like, when you have great guests that give great conversation, great knowledge, that hour flies by so quick we don't even know what happens.
Well,
so
you know what? We
got some. What do you guys have coming up with IMF right now?
Man, let me see, because I got all that in my head right now because it's part of the tour situation. But just to give you a quick idea, IMF is literally taking over the country right now as far as entertainment and assisting the artists. We have shows coming up in Atlanta, Phoenix, North Carolina, Southern California. We were just in Seattle last week. We also have Texas. We also have Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
So they all
We're all over the place.
place.
If you pay attention to all the promo that we do, the pages and stuff like that, everything we do is blasted all over Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, every day. So there's no way that you can't pay attention to it unless you just choose not to see it.
Visit our website,
Real talk.
www.imfdistribution.com. All the artists that we work with, all the things that we have. If you're trying to reach somebody, we have a form on there. An A&R will contact you. Who knows? You might even get Miss True Vision on the phone.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank y'all. Any closing remarks here, CEO?
I just want to thank our special guests for coming out.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you for
y'all.
Entourage Entertainment in the building, IMF in the building, DMV representing.
No doubt.
Make it look
Thank
easy.
you.
We're looking to do great things, y'all.
Shout out
So
to
stay
Poland
tuned.
too, man.
It's coming.
Poland's like always our number one international
Yes,
artist.
shout out to
We love y'all,
Poland. Poland tunes in every week, so we love y'all in Poland.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Without further ado, y'all can catch us next Friday, same time, same place, 9 to 10 p.m. on WLVS Radio. All right.
Don't forget Shampoo Films.
ShampooFilms. Shout out to ShampooFilms.
Everything.
There you go.